The Hauraki Big Show. Thanks to crave-worthy street food, freshly made with Reburger.
Welcome.
This is big.
To the Hauraki Big Show.
Really big.
With Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Oh, g'day, you mad bastards. Great to have your company on this gloomy Thursday afternoon, the 29th of May, 2025. And you, my friends, as always, listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Handcrafted burgers, loaded fries and gourmet eats that'll change the game.
Reburger.
Yum.
Reburger.
Great stuff, fellas. As always, Mogi, you stallion, looking hot. How's life?
Yeah, going pretty grouse, you mad dog, you sick son of a bee. I've got some kind of a throat infection, which I'm enjoying, and I think the only thing for it, I've got the music awards tonight, and you guys have recommended to me that I just get back on it.
Totally,
Even
man.
though I think the cause of the problem was getting on it last weekend, and I haven't quite recovered from it. You don't want to get an infection every time you have a beer. That doesn't seem
Yeah,
fair.
that would be a bit of a bugger, to be fair.
Yeah. How about you, Keyzie? You're brand new, man?
I do have an update on my injury, which we can probably get into in a wee bit. Not as bad as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah.
So because of that, I'm actually in rather good spirits.
Oh.
I was
Couple.
actually telling Keyzie last night, Mogi, when I was going to the car, I misjudged the traffic and I tried to run across the road and nearly got myself killed because my legs weren't functioning.
Yeah.
I was waddling across the road. It was very embarrassing for everyone concerned.
So all of us right now, is it safe to say all of us, pugs as well, feel free to put your hand up. Have we all got sore legs right now?
A little bit sore.
Yeah, pretty
Sore
sore.
legs?
A little bit sore,
Definitely.
but yeah, they're fine. They were worse this morning, but brand new now.
Pugs' groin.
I woke up at 2:30, as I discussed in the podcast, and had to get up. I was in so much pain.
Yeah, right.
Ridiculous. Hey, but listen, massive show ahead, so stay tuned.
Actually, we've got a special treat after 5. Fly My Pretties coming
Oh,
in.
yes.
To have a yarn.
How good.
Got a new album out, so that's exciting.
In the meantime, here's Red Hot Chili Peppers.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue and Keyzie.
Split ends there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time, 12 minutes past 4 o'clock.
Hey, just a quick reminder to everyone listening, keep an ear out for Wonderwall from Oasis to be played in full.
Yeah.
If you hear it, call us straight away on 0800 Hauraki and you will instantly win tickets, flights and a hotel for you and a mate to go see them in Aussie.
Sure.
Just on that front, by the way, fellas, I paid for that trip that I had to
the
pay for
F1
today.
one.
Jeez, it was painful.
Yeah.
How much was it?
9K.
But it was only like 3.8.
Yeah, I know, but I put a few extras on.
Oh, did you?
I just shifted some dog squad money into it.
Oh,
and just
wow.
went, okay, let's go all out, make sure they have a hell of a time.
Good on you, man.
5-star?
5-star, yeah, totally.
Wow. Private jet?
No, not private jet. A few stripper joints
Oh,
chucked in
wow.
there
Oh,
as
yeah.
well, you know.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff.
That's classy, man.
Yeah, very classy.
Hey, fellas, obviously I've been nursing a pretty severe injury over the past, I don't know.
Mainly to your pride.
Yeah, that's the main one.
Yeah.
I don't know if that'll ever recover. But my quad's also sore. The doctor said yesterday that I had torn my quad muscle, which meant I came home with 2 crutches and sort of needed help getting in the front door. Luckily, my wife was home before me last night.
Yes.
And she pulled back the curtain and saw me outside waiting for her to open the door for me and laughed at me.
Yeah.
And so that was when I was like, okay, this is not what I need. I don't need my wife laughing at me for being injured. I need some support and a bit of love.
Maybe a bit of a rub down.
A bit of a rub down.
Yeah, sure.
Some sympathy would be nice. And that's where she actually made a conscious decision that she needs to start being more sympathetic because her mum, who I love very dearly, my mother-in-law,
It's not what you say off air, but yeah.
is not sympathetic at all. In fact, she was on the phone to her mum and she was saying, oh, yeah, the doctor gave Chris a whole lot of painkillers. She's like, painkillers? There's nothing even wrong with him. She hadn't seen anything about the race, hadn't heard anything. All that she had been told is that I had an injury and she already said there's nothing wrong with him.
Yeah.
And that I shouldn't have any painkillers. And that's when I said, see, Luce, you don't want to be like that. You want to, I need more sympathy than that. I need to be coddled.
Yes.
And so she's making a conscious effort. She's kind of like, oh, are you okay? And stuff like that. I was just wondering, I know your wives a wee bit, but I would assume, Jase, that your wife is very, very sympathetic to you whenever you have one of your many ailments.
Not at all.
Really?
No, she's terrible. She doesn't. And it's because in the past, all of my injuries have been self-inflicted.
Right.
Or imaginary.
Or imaginary. And you know what I'm like, because I bang on about it all the time.
Yeah.
And I think she's just reached a point where she just shuts off.
Right.
Yes.
So I sort of hobbled into the house last night. She didn't even look at me.
Well, this is the thing, right? It's there's that saying, the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
Yes.
But when it's been squeaking for 28 years, it gets chucked in the bin.
Exactly,
You know?
yeah.
Especially
Yeah.
no matter how much oil you put on it, it just keeps
just won't
squeaking.
shut up.
Yeah, it'll still
It's
keep
like, oh
squeaking.
my God, shut this wheel up.
Yeah.
And
With
then,
the squeaking.
Yeah.
and then the squeaky wheel hears another wheel being squeaky and then starts out squeaking it.
Yeah,
you know
it's
what
the
I mean?
squeakiest wheel.
And also the other side of that too, fellas, is that she's a genuine backbone. So
Yeah,
she
right.
never complains.
Yeah,
Or
right.
if she has an ailment, she just immediately sorts it out.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so therefore, if I start banging on about my pain, she just switches off.
Yeah.
What about you,
I think she's good. I think she's a good middle ground.
Right, okay.
Actually.
So she doesn't baby you.
There's very rarely anything wrong with me. Very, very rarely.
You had scurvy.
And generally it's serious,
Yes.
when it does happen. Or even a hangover. She's good about, we're both really good about looking after each other, I think, when we're crook.
Yeah, right, okay.
It's a good balance.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I'm happy with it.
Well, this is the irony, actually, in terms of hangovers. Like, I think my wife has had one since we've been going out together, and I treated her like a queen. I got her all sorts of food. I brought her stuff into bed. If I've got a hangover, see you later, mate.
Really?
All your issue.
Yeah.
Same again with the squeakiness, right?
I'm not interested in your hangover.
No.
Self-inflicted wound.
Had it have been one hangover, she might have shown some
yeah.
interest.
But 5,000 hangovers?
Yes.
She's not interested.
Well, I want to know from the listeners out there on 3483 the sympathy levels that you give your partners. Does a hangover count as well? And I see I've got a text here from my mother-in-law. Harden up, Keyzie, you suck.
Yeah.
You've got to block her from this machine, man.
Yeah. Oh, no, I quite enjoy chatting to her.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Oasis there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The phone line's going crazy. It's
Should we-
not the song, fellas. It's
Oh,
not the song.
I thought it was Wonder. Oh, it's not. It's Live Forever.
Yeah. You getting
Yeah.
excited about the gig? Because you're going to be there in their home territory, Mogi.
That's right, going to Wembley, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Well, not at the moment because I feel a bit crook.
Yeah.
But generally, yes.
Yeah, nice.
Yes, it's not far away now. We're almost in June. Isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it's.
And then
Time's flying by.
Then I'll be going in 6 weeks.
Do you reckon you'll be better by then?
Better by then. Depends how much I continue to smoke cigarettes and drink.
Oh, that's not good then.
Not good at all.
Yeah.
Prognosis poor.
Yes. Now, listen, fellas, I just wanted to get your opinion on something.
Don't do it, man.
Oh,
I reckon do it, Jase. I believe in you. That
Thanks,
really
man.
sums us up. Though.
Yeah, it does. It does. I'm thinking of writing my autobiography.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I mean, because everyone does it these days. Everyone's sort of releasing a book at some point.
Yes.
First and foremost, do you think anyone would read it?
I think so. I mean, there's obviously a market because everyone in radio in New Zealand's written a book. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So you could definitely do it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking, I'd probably need to get a ghostwriter. I was thinking about you, actually, Mogi.
Oh, yeah.
Because you're good with words. You're a good writer. I was thinking maybe you could be my ghostwriter.
I don't know all your stories, though. You'd have to tell me all your stories.
Well, my plan is actually...
Well, I've got most of them.
Yeah, you've got a lot of them.
You're a real tough bastard when you were young, You're a real tough
Totally.
You're a vicious little bastard you were. So that's page 1.
Yes.
Page 2, you had lots of acne as a teenager.
Yeah, I did.
Page 3, you did Showboat. You were Captain Sicko. on
Captain
that.
Andy.
You won the Poetry Award against Zero competitions 3 years in a row.
I'll have you know, there was another dude that did poetry at my school.
Can I write the final chapter? It'll be called Old Ram Cast.
Well, that's the name of
That's
it.
the name of it. That's what I was thinking of, Old Ram Cast.
The Hoyte J story. Well, we should actually get people to suggest names for Hoyte J's biography on 3483 and get yourself in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher.
Yes.
I was sort of thinking more along the lines, because they're generally a tedious read.
They usually are.
And I was thinking of all the times I've stuffed up in my life.
Yeah, oh, God.
And that's going to be a long book.
It'll be like a horror story, right?
Yeah, well, it'll be a horror story for
Or maybe
sure.
Stephen King then, as a ghostwriter.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's kind of past it now. I used to love Stephen King as a writer because
Yes.
he used to have a bit of nudie stuff. in
Oh,
his
yeah.
books, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With words.
With words, and that used to get old
Describe-
Woody J very aroused.
Describe the nudiness.
But listen, if there's anyone out there that is a ghostwriter and is listening to the show right now, text in on 3483. Also, yeah, I'm open to suggestions for the title.
Well, someone's suggesting here that The Hobbit has already been written.
Great stuff, fellas.
Keep the ideas coming through. 3483, the title of Hoyte J's autobiography and who should write it as well. And you get yourself in draw for a $50 Reburger voucher.
Bloody good.
Bloody good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Tune, fellas.
Yeah.
Tune. Let's go to the phone lines. G'day, Mark, you mad bastard. How's life?
Yeah, not too bad. What about yourself?
Yeah, not too bad, mate. Bit sore on the old legs. I think we're all suffering from that a little bit today, but we'll survive.
Yeah. Mark, how are your legs?
Not too bad, actually. Not as sore as your guys.
Yeah.
Tell me, Mark, what do you do for a crust, mate?
I'm a graphic designer.
Hey, backbone.
What sort of stuff are you working on at the moment, Mark?
I'm just designing like a business card for a local company here in Christchurch.
You make sure you rip that bastard off.
Yeah, I will.
Good on you, man.
Actually, let's just give it. We should have a Big Show business card.
Actually, that'd be great.
That would be really good.
Yes.
Hand them out. Beautiful.
Nice.
Might actually get people listening to the show.
Couple
Yeah.
of ballers on there.
Hey,
Business
listen,
card's a great way to get people to listen.
listen, Mark. Are you ready to face the Jase?
Yes, I am. Yes.
Let's do it.
I feel like the song should be longer. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, there's plenty of
Guys, stop talking
room.
over it.
Oh, sorry, this is
Nah,
building
you're
the
all good.
drama.
Yeah. Boom. It's only about 10 seconds. It's all G.
Do you want to tell Mark the admin, Keyzie?
Oh, sure, man. Hey, Mark, I'm Edmund Keyzie. How are you?
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah, cool, man. So basically how this works is the Jason Hoyte will ask you 5 questions. You just need to get 3 of those questions correct, man. You got that delicious Reburger voucher, all right?
Oh, sounds good.
All
Let's
right.
do
And
it.
I'll just cheer you on from the sidelines, man.
Yeah, and also if you haven't answered within 5 seconds, I'm going to sound the incorrect buzzer, all right?
Okay.
Let's do it.
Here we go, Mark. First question. Lance Armstrong
Sorry,
was a
what?
professional what?
Cyclist?
That's correct.
We would have also accepted drug addict.
Or
Yeah, actually.
astronaut.
Here's your second question, Mark. Porsche is a brand of car that originated in what country?
Italy.
That is incorrect.
That's a good one, that one. It's Germany, and I wasn't aware of that one, so you're not alone. I want you to know, Mark, you're not alone, man.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Hey,
Thank you for your
Mark,
support.
it's not your fault, man.
Okay.
Now listen, where was the first Olympics held?
Greece.
Yeah.
Yeah, well
I
done.
expect you to get that one, Mark. I would have been really pissed off if you got that wrong.
Yeah, I would have been ropeable. That's 2 correct. One more, he gets the voucher, fellas.
Here we go. What 1997 movie features Will Smith and Tommy Lee Jones as undercover secret agents who police aliens on Earth?
It was a book.
Oh, careful.
Men in Black.
Yeah.
He's got the voucher.
He's done it, guys.
Well done,
you.
Mark. You had to dig deep at the end there, didn't you?
Yes, I did. I was trying to remember what it was called.
Oh,
Well
Well done,
toying
mate.
with the word black there, and I was just a bit worried, but you nailed it in the end.
Yeah. I was a bit nervous about that. That's why it took me a long time to answer.
Hey, you enjoy that Reburger stuff, mate.
Thank you very much.
Good
no
on you,
worries, man. How good.
bloody
Very good.
Lucky bastard.
What a
I'm
backbone.
actually kind of jealous. Surely we could get some vouchers of some. I mean, I eat so much
it is
of it.
unbelievable, isn't it?
It is.
I've not seen a voucher. I couldn't identify a voucher if
Neither.
I saw one. It's bullshit. This is the thing about Reburger, man. They've got a goddamn cheek.
Mogi, there's literally a pile of vouchers right there.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Blazes of glory there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. The time 4:49.
Have you ever been shot down in a blaze of glory, Hoyte J?
Many times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Shot down.
Should we discuss TV?
Oh, okay.
If you want to. What's on the telly with Mike Minogue?
Yes.
And Jess. Oh, Oh, yes.
You should want that to go longer because then I wouldn't be able to tell you so early that I watched Seinfeld again.
You better not.
I did. I don't know what I was doing. What was I doing? I think the missus was using the computer or something like that. So I ended up watching a Seinfeld. And it was the one where old Kramer there, he gets the set for the Merv Griffin show. And
Very random episode.
Very random.
He starts hosting a talk show in his own apartment.
He does.
So do
It was
you
surprisingly
usually
funny.
watch stuff on your computer? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I do, yes. At that
Right.
time of night when there's like, it's nearly sleepy time.
Sure.
It's just 20 minutes, something to just clear your brain before you go to sleep. So, yes, we
Okay.
do. Because otherwise I'd have to be up and I'd have to put the heaters on and all that sort of stuff. It's easier just to jump into bed, you know.
How good are heaters, by the way?
Heat pumps.
Yeah.
Really great, Jace.
They're so good.
One day I'll get one,
I started a series last night called Code of Silence
Oh.
on TVNZ Plus, is it?
I have no idea. I've never heard
There's
of
a
it.
pretty good Chuck Norris movie from the 80s.
Oh, is it?
Code of Silence. Yeah, there was a guy in it who was Colombian drug dealer, and he used to give people Colombian neckties, which is where he'd slit the throat and then pull the tongue down through it.
That's
you heard
so
about those?
cool. Is it Windsor or
They used
half
to be.
Windsor?
They used to be in style in the 80s.
Yeah,
Keyzie.
wow.
Yeah.
Wow, cool.
What was your one about, Jay?
It was about a woman who worked at the cafeteria at the police station.
Oh, how good! That's better than my one.
And she's deaf.
Huh?
She's deaf.
You're sorry, you're what?
And it just so happens that there's a crime going on, and the cops are talking about it, but they don't have any interpreters for the
Right.
deaf. And she goes, "Oh, I'm deaf," because she
heard them.
She lip reads them speaking,
Sorry.
and she says, "I'm a lip reader." Blah blah blah. And they went, "Oh,
What was the crime?
well, they've got this footage, right, of a crime happening, and the people are talking in the footage.
Oh.
And so she comes along and interprets what they're saying because
Right.
she can lip read. Then she becomes more and more involved in the actual crime because they're about to commit another crime.
Oh, God.
And she, lip reads and gets all the information
Yeah.
for the police.
So
Does she also make snacks? Because she's in the cafeteria.
She gets fired from that job.
Well, spoiler alert.
But then she gets deeply involved in this case, too involved, and kind of starts falling in love with the guy that's about to do the crime.
That happened to me once.
Wait, so
He was
So-
a smoke show.
she's watching on the footage as someone mouths, "I'm about to go and do another crime."
Well, they're getting together in a
And she
meeting
stops
going,
it.
Yeah.
have we got all the stuff we need? What's the date? When are we going to
Yeah,
do
right.
it? Sort
Where
of thing.
is it? Remind me where it is again.
Where are we doing this again?
Yeah, that's
all that
right.
sort of stuff.
I remember now.
How many buzzies out of 5?
One.
Really?
Yeah. it was
1 out of
stupid.
5.
Yeah.
It would have been better if Chuck Norris was in it.
Yeah, and the old
With
Colombian
a
necktie.
couple of spinning heel kicks.
That's so cool. I watched.
I was never a Chuck Norris fan, were you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you were?
Yeah, massive.
Okay.
Massive.
Who are you? You're more of a Jean-Claude Van Damme fan?
Nah, I
or-
don't like him either.
Oh, really?
What was that guy, Charles
Bronson.
Bronson. I used to
Yeah,
love
yeah,
him.
Yeah.
Charles Manson.
I was
Charles
going to say,
Manson,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
Didn't
good
he murder
too.
heaps of people?
Yeah, he may have done actually.
What do you mean
yeah.
he may have done? He definitely
Well, he was
did.
certainly responsible for
Ah,
something.
yeah,
he was
that's
the
right.
mastermind.
That's right.
Yeah.
I watched another episode of Upper Middle Bogan on Netflix. Really great comedy
So
series.
good.
I told you series 3 is not as good as 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Episode 4, randomly, really, really good. So
That was Jase. You were telling me about that one.
the first 3 of that last season, they were like, oh, it's not as good anymore. And then boom, really great one.
Right.
So it's interesting. Just got to stick with it.
Oh, I'm totally sticking with it.
Yeah.
It's so good, man.
It's like when I was watching Talkback, my wife wanted to stop. I was like, we've got to stick with it.
Totally.
She
know?
was wrong.
Yeah. Actually regretted doing that. That's on TVNZ Plus, by the way. You should check it
Oh,
out.
man. People are loving it.
Yeah, Upper Middle Bogan's on Netflix, though. I'd recommend that first.
Oh, it's so good.
Dragon?
D's.
Nuts.
No, just Dragon.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Dragon there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Keyzie, have there been any suggestions for the title of my autobiography on 3483?
Yeah, plenty coming through, Jase. Everyone that texts through on 3483, by the way, in the draw for a $50 Reburger voucher. How does this sound? 50 Shades of J?
Oh.
That is good.
That's pretty good.
Because then you can get into the explicit detail of your lovemaking over the
Oh,
years.
yes.
Totally. There'll be some sexuality in it for sure.
Hoyte J, the man behind the mic and below it. I think it's because you're short, maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Is it a play on words with Mike?
The man behind the mic. Ah, Minogue. Jase.
In my dreams.
Yeah. Someone's saying here it should just be a collection of short stories. Memoirs.
That's what it should be called right there. Jason Hoyte's short stories.
Very good.
Memoirs of a proboscis. Like, look, there's lots of them coming through on 3483, so we'll nail one down in the next hour.
Sounds good, mate. Hey, coming up in the 5 o'clock hour, we've got the fellas from Fly My Pretties coming in.
Wow.
Lawton and Barnaby, I think it is. Also, a Big Show Improv, fellas. We'll be doing that after 5 o'clock.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're getting through your Thursday okay. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Serving good times and good food. Dine in or take away at Reburger today.
Reburger.
I've got a question.
Hold on.
Yum.
Sorry, Jase, we've just got to make sure we get those sponsors' obligations.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, of course. Now, Mogi is going to the Music Awards tonight. And he's really tossing up at the moment whether to get on it or not.
I'll tell you what, I 95% don't want to get on it.
Okay.
But I think I've probably a 95% chance of getting on it.
Because I want to know what the audience think he should do on 3483. Should he get on it? Or should he not get on it?
We should also give some context. Is it free beverages?
I don't know.
Okay. Because if it was, it's like a no-brainer, right?
Right,
You don't
is
need
it?
a brain to make that decision.
Yeah, you don't even need a brain.
Yeah. Let's just say it's cheap beverages.
Okay.
You're wearing a suit.
I'm sick.
You're looking hot.
Yeah.
He's got a sore throat.
Yeah.
I got a sore throat and nose and
Everything, honestly, is
stuff.
pointing
My voice
towards
is cooked.
getting into it.
You're
I'm getting
finding-
worse by the day. I've got a headache.
You're finding the ceremony tedious.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Oh, I love New Zealand music. There's no way I'll find it tedious. And I'm actually a little bit offended that you would even think that was a possibility.
Yeah, I really like New Zealand music too, Jase.
I don't. I hate it.
Actually, just on that, we've got Fly My Pretties in.
Oh, yeah. You can
right.
tell them how much you hate them.
Yeah, totally. Hey, coming up, Big Show Improv, we're going to get an update on Keysie's injury too from yesterday's debacle. In the meantime, here's AC/DC.
The Hauraki Big Show podcast.
Foo Fighters there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon, the time 15 minutes past 5 o'clock. Now, Keyzie, how's the injury from yesterday, mate, after the sprint there?
Thanks for asking, Jase. I was diagnosed with a torn quad by a medical professional, and then they basically said I won't be able to walk up and down stairs, or sitting down on the toilet, for example, it'd be really hard to get back up again. Turns out today none of that's true, and I'm mostly fine. I'm just limping around everywhere. I don't need the crutches. So the recovery is actually going a lot better than anticipated.
Well done, man.
So I don't know what the hell happened. I don't know if I...
Sounds like it was all in your head.
No, well...
That's what it sounds like,
I
Jase,
wish.
don't you think, man?
Sure, man.
Psychosomatic. When there's so much pressure on you, your brain can tell you that you've got a physical issue, and you completely shit the bed and ruin the race for everyone. Do you think that was it?
Well, it was
Keyzie.
actually when Keyzie came in today and he said, I realised while I was doing a massive steamer
Yeah.
that, and it was a big one, he said. It was...
Jase, come on, man.
And he suddenly was like mid-steamer, and then he went, oh, hang about. I'm sitting down on the bog and I feel fine.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because it was a really big one too, Mogi.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Yeah. But what's really sort of made me feel better about yesterday is just reading the comments on the video of the race.
Sure.
Which is always a really great idea. If you ever do anything that makes it onto social media, always read the comments.
Yeah, totally.
Always-
It's really good for your self-esteem, eh?
Yeah. So like this one, for example, on the Facebook, just says underneath, Dickless Keyzie.
Dickless. Yeah, that's you.
Yeah. So and that just instantly it makes me think, oh yeah, sweet.
Okay, well, there's this one. This is, it's got nothing to do with you at all. This has to be run back for a second race.
Oh yeah.
Was shaping up to be a ripper finish, seeing how slow Hoyte Jizz was running.
Yeah.
It was going to be a doozy.
It would have been a great finish. That's what I'm gutted about. Well, that was pathetic. Keyzie can't even run without his leg getting a couple of dedouges. My favourite one, though, which is the first one I saw on the Facebook, and a huge shout out to, where is this here? This fella, Mike. I hope Keyzie put Vaseline on his salami nips to stop the chafing. So what he's done is not reference the quad injury at all.
Yeah.
It's gone straight to the big
He's
nips.
worried about your bleeding nips.
Yeah.
Which tends to happen over a longer distance, to be fair. This one, even if Keyzie didn't blow out a tyre, old melted ice cream cone Hoyte J had no chance of bringing it home. Absolute shocker.
Fair call.
Because
Fair call.
I know you and I were having a discussion about who was going to have the most grief in terms of the Facebook comments. You'll be pleased to know that it's probably 99% me,
Yeah.
1% you. So
This one here. Old shit quads Keyzie.
that's such a great new nickname, man. I'm stoked about that.
You were flying too, man. You were flying.
Oh, man.
And then douche.
Honestly, yeah. It's one of the most gutted things. I've never been this gutted in a professional setting before.
Yeah.
Sure.
And also, the other thing...
What about when you got fired off the ditch?
That is such an old niche reference about an old rugby league show that no one watched anyway. But
we know what we're talking about.
I tuned in every time, man.
what channel was it on?
Pardon?
I'll tell you what, at a time like this, man, when you're feeling a bit down in the dumps, things haven't gone your way, you just need your mates to lift you up, eh?
Yeah, man.
Totally, man.
So I'll have to catch up with them this weekend.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Led Zeppelin there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday evening. But right now it's time for...
Right on set.
Sound speed!
Lights.
Camera!
Action.
Now it's time for the Big Show Improv!
That's right. That's where we do an improv every single week except for the last month.
Well, no, actually, we did two in the show,
did too.
remember?
Yeah, we did. We
The
did.
comedy show.
And it's where we get Keyzie. We help him out by doing some improv. Keyzie's on a journey to become New Zealand's and indeed the world's greatest actor.
Well, I don't know if
And you know he's made that dream for himself. He's made that goal for himself. He's talking himself up, and we're just here to help as best we can. Jase is an agent and one of the greatest actors the country's ever seen. And me, old Mogi, award-winning, on the record has been the very, very best actor in all of 2019.
Wow.
In New
Well
Zealand.
deserved too, man.
Yeah.
down period for the industry that year, wasn't it?
Tell you what, there was so many productions going on. It was unbelievable. It was truly an honour just to be nominated that year.
For
but
sure.
to win, Keyzie, to win.
Yeah.
Oh my
And
God.
unanimously
Is this
too,
the-
I heard.
Is this the improv?
Actually, I've
we're
got
doing?
some highlights I can show you here,
Nah, it's all
Keyzie.
good afterwards, man. Send it to me though.
So this week, we thought we'd do a little something where we're reenacting Keyzie getting injured yesterday. I don't know if you heard, we had a relay race. Keyzie blew out a quad because he had a psychosomatic injury. And so this is going to be Keyzie, you're going to be a doctor. Hoyte J, you're going to be playing Keyzie.
Well, shouldn't I play Keyzie?
No,
Okay.
I think it's too easy. We don't want to typecast you, man.
It's playing Keyzie.
It's playing Keyzie every week.
Yeah,
We're going to
okay.
get you out of that. Going to get you out of that and expand you a little bit there. Now, Jase, you saw his behaviour yesterday.
Yes.
So I'm going to let you internalise that. But let's just say the doors are opening. We're going into triage.
Okay.
Keyzie, which is Jase, you're in a wheelchair. And you're wheeling yourself in to begin with. I've brought you to the hospital. My name's Kate, and I'm just parking the car. I'll be in soon.
Okay.
Just going to have a dart.
Kate and Keyzie, and I'm Dr. Mogi.
Yes.
Just to make things really confusing.
Action.
Oh. Sir! Sir, you obviously in some pain, sir. Do you need some
Oh,
pain?
God, please give me something. I've ripped something. I'm in so much pain.
Okay, sir, I can understand. I'm going to need you to keep your voice down. This is obviously there's other patients here too. You're freaking them out a bit. You're freaking them out. Right? Sir! If this was on the radio, I would say that it's so loud it would be distorting everyone's speakers. That's how loud you're being right now. So what? Okay, sorry. So you're Chris, is that right? Chris? Are you Chris? Sir, are you Chris? Can you answer the question?
I think he's gone into shock.
Oh,
G'day.
really?
My name's Kate.
Oh, g'day,
Yeah.
Kate. I'm Officer Mogi. He's gone into shock.
Officer Minogue, shouldn't he be seeing a doctor, not
Sorry.
some idiot cop?
Did I say Officer Mogi?
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, Chris.
My name's Dr. Mo. Oh, you're awake now. Why is your nose blocked all of a sudden? Why do you sound so nasally?
Oh, it just happens when I get distressed.
Oh, yeah, right, okay.
You know, I have a fair amount of pain here, Doc.
Right, okay. Well, we can sort. Oh my God!
And sing. That was brilliant.
Was it?
Really, really good.
Because I felt like I
Pretty-
couldn't hear anything the whole time.
And I
Yeah.
kind of cheated because I was just copying what he did yesterday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, it was
Yeah.
on.
It wasn't really improv.
Well, you didn't cry as much.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Billy Idol there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show this Thursday afternoon. Very special guest in the studio with us, Barnaby and Lawton from Fly My Pretties. G'day, you mad bastards. How's life?
Good, mate.
Yeah, good
How
to
are you?
hear.
Yeah. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I understand that the fellas threw you a few beers, so it's all good, right?
Yeah, it's good. It's cold, crisp, and we sat on your couch and
Just
enjoyed
chilled
it.
out.
Cracked it.
Yeah, nice.
A lot of really good stuff's happened on that couch, fellas. You boys are here because you're gearing up for a few gigs to celebrate the launch of your 7th album. It's called Elemental. I was told that every single song features one of the elements from the periodic table. Is that correct?
Incorrect.
Oh, Pugs. He's
got
completely
set up
made
there,
that up.
Keith.
Yeah.
You got
That's a
set
great
up.
idea.
Is it
He's
something about every member of the band is mental? Because you can't say that anymore. You guys got to be careful.
Yeah. Get cancelled.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Your
What-
7th album.
I know.
Wow, that's
Give it a
crazy.
break, eh?
Yeah, that's good, man. That's good.
When was the first one? When did the first one come out? Very early
2004,
2001.
I
Yeah.
think. Live at Bats 2004.
Bloody beautiful. And then what are you doing then? Sort of a 2 or 3 year rotation on them? Because it seems like you're always there. It's either you or the Seeds or Kora, always out and about on tour.
Still here, still making some tunes.
Yeah.
Still into it.
It's ADHD, cuz.
Yeah, right. So, in terms of splitting off from other projects you're doing and stuff, you always find somewhere within to return to Fly My Pretties every few years.
Yes, this is the split off project.
Yeah, right,
man.
okay.
No, it's just good to be back. Good to be having something to play. Yeah, the people.
Yeah,
they
yeah.
need it. They need something fresh. They need something, something good from us.
They
Something
do.
So is
local.
it a-
something
so-
local.
Yeah, man.
So is it an album of covers then? Or is it all fresh songs?
Or TikTok links.
Yeah, 25 seconds. All new songs. Yeah, we got a slightly smaller crew. Eh? What do you reckon? Lawson?
Yeah, it's this one here. It's been a lot more focus on the story, based around Elemental as well. And so bringing in these new artists. Like Barnaby's great at bringing in, shining light on up-and-coming artists all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just a great showcase of local Aotearoa music with up-and-coming artists. I think that's the treat there.
Yeah.
And then also it keeps us old farts fresh in a way, and
Totally.
100%.
and still keeping that integrity of good songwriting and storytelling. So yeah, it's a real privilege to be
How
part
does
of.
the process work for you fellas? Do you sort of walking along listening to the radio, or you hear a tune, you go, I want to work with that person?
Yeah, a bit of that. Yeah, we get together what we think the Elemental is, or what we want to do. And this one, it's going to get back to our roots, just storytelling and music with people that we don't really know, that we haven't played with before.
Yeah.
Discovering the people is quite hard, actually. Choosing the people, but the good stuff floats to the top, and we think about it a lot.
Well,
Yeah.
for you, man, like Barnaby, the risk as well. What if they suck?
Yeah.
They don't make the album.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a situation, though, where you've approached someone and they've gone, no, fellas, nah, not interested?
Oh, we've definitely had some no's. I'm quite busy at that time. Got my other album.
Oh,
whatever
right,
reason.
yeah.
Doing my washing.
Yes.
Got to fix my car.
Yeah. Can you give us some of the no's at all? Or you don't want to?
Negatory.
That's
No,
all
you
good.
can't give no's.
You must run do you have your own secretary handling CVs and stuff from up and coming artists that want to be part of the project? Because they must be like, oh, I've got to try get involved with Fly My Pretties. It's a good way to move up in the industry.
There's definitely that, as
Yeah.
well. People like, hey man, I really want to get in there. But part of it too with us is it's chemistry, eh?
Yeah.
What's the outcome going to be based on the intention that we're after?
There's a lot of admin. There's a lot of musical admin beforehand, but then when you get that, it's capturing that live energy that you actually do want, which is really special. I joke, it's like that's fucking great, and so
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
As part of the enjoyment and the reason you guys come back to it as well, is it because of that whole working with unknowns? There's a few of you that know what you're doing, and then you got to bring these unknowns through. And
I love the unknown.
Yeah.
Because they bring a side that you don't think about. We've been in it for a while, and you get a bag of tricks, or you get the same old gags.
Yeah.
As soon as you bring in a new element, you're like, shit, I have to adjust.
Yeah.
Not them.
Or lift my game.
Yeah, or lift your game
Yeah,
as well.
yeah.
And so that keeps the standard up, the quality up as well. But once you start going that path too, it's much more fun.
Yeah.
Instead of hanging out in your bedroom.
I'll just hold you there, fellas. We'll go into a tune and we'll get back to it.
This is Fly My Pretties Bag of Money featuring Tiki Tane and Lawton Kora.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Oh, tune. We got Barnaby and Lawton from Fly My Pretties in studio with us. Fellas, you probably don't know this, but I've learnt the piano. And I was wondering if you'd be okay with me sending you off a few clips so that maybe I could join the band.
That's always an opportunity, my man.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do with a grip.
And an elder statesman in your band, you know, because you guys are used to getting the young folk in.
Yeah, that's right.
What about if you get an old timer in there? See what happens.
Keep it diverse. One finger playing, is it?
Yeah, it is. It is. How did you know that?
We need that. That's
It's
a tough sound.
very complicated one finger playing.
My only issue is that Jason only knows how to play one song. So would you guys be okay with him coming in and then just playing that one song?
And it's not his.
No.
It's not my song. Yeah, it's not original.
Have you guys got a keyboard you can borrow?
You've got your own flavour. You've got your own story.
Yeah, totally. I do probably like 20 minutes of comedy, stand-up comedy beforehand, and then bang out my tune.
Yeah, as long as it kicks ass, I don't care.
Yeah, sweet as, man, sweet
Is that absolutely a prerequisite?
Yeah.
So how does it work in terms of writing songs? Because if you're bringing in new young folk, and there's a few of you guys that are already established and know each other really well, is that songwriting process something that you guys do as the established dudes? You've already got some songs that you bring in there, and then you try and bring in some other players and some other singers and chuck them at the material and have a crack, or you're starting from zero?
That is it. Well, when we invite a
Great
guest,
question, Mogi.
Thanks, man.
That's top. When you invite someone, you already have faith that they are a good songwriter or a great singer, or there's something special about them. So so that's what we already know that really, and then that is a bit risky, but you have faith, and then we direct and we. The band already sounds fat, doesn't it? So that's a huge thing.
And it brings in that word collaboration. It's hard. Some players can't actually do it.
Yeah.
This is just what I do. Take it or leave it. I'm like, no.
See you later.
Yeah, we need to, come together as coerced. Make it nice and cohesive. Yeah.
It's almost like in the NRL season, everyone.
It's exactly like
plays.
this.
Much, man.
Hold on.
Yes.
I knew you get league in there somewhere,
Hold on,
Keyzie.
fellas. Hold on
God's
now.
sake.
We've got Barnaby Ware and Lawton Kora from Fly My Pretties here. It's almost like in the NRL how, midway through the season, all these random players from all these random teams have to come together and play State of Origin.
Yeah.
Some people can't do it. They can't gel, switch positions.
Might look good on paper, eh?
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Then you get them on the field, and it's like that.
Yeah.
It is like that.
you
I
know.
was going to say that. It's good from you,
Yeah,
Keyzie.
thanks, fellas.
That's
Yeah.
good
That
stuff,
must be
man.
really awkward, though, if you're collaborating with someone and it's just not working. What do you do then?
Well, we
You just go, sorry, fella.
Well, more so you just go for the story.
Sure.
So you don't go for the likes in this type of music or the streams. You're going for the intention of what that story is, and people can take it or leave it.
Yes.
So it's our responsibility to give that story clarity and some weight. So no matter how
It's a showcase.
awkward it might feel,
Yeah.
that's who they are. So you take that into account and you look after their integrity and just make them clear on that option.
One of the stories of the album, you guys recorded it at Massey University down in Wellington. Says here it was written and recorded over 1 week. What does that week look like for you guys? Because when I picture a band that's up to their 7th album recording for a week, I'm picturing a lot of partying.
It's pretty hectic.
Well,
Not
this
too much
dude
fun,
owns a bar in Wellington.
Sadly, no longer.
Oh, really?
So we didn't get too on it. Actually, it's not quite that we wrote it in a week because we wrote it over years. Actually,
Yeah.
and other people are bringing their songs, that they've written whenever they wrote them. We did write some new stuff though.
Yeah.
But in the week, it's a hectic week. You rehearse and it's all coming together, and you're filming, you're recording.
Do you
so
have to
it's quite hard out.
Do you have to go, all right, guys, first day we're going to meet up and hang out together and just get the vibe of one another first? Do you do a bit of that?
Yeah, a little bit of that, because
Yeah.
it's chemistry, it's conversation.
Yeah.
That's what music is anyway. It's a conversation between us as musicians and a conversation with the audience.
Yeah.
So what do you want to say? So you go in there and we start trying to meld that in together to come up with one long objective, one long cohesive story. And sometimes it works, and sometimes it's a grind.
Yeah.
We might write a song in 5 minutes from start to finish, completely done. Like, this is awesome. And then we're working on another one for like 3 days, and it's like shit. It's
a
quite
slog.
painful. Yeah.
So are you guys, in relation to the album coming out, touring, doing all that sort of stuff?
We are. So we've got shows Friday night in Auckland at Q Theatre.
Oh.
And Saturday day and night. We're going for two. We're going for a matinee and a Saturday night show. And
How
then
good.
14th of June down in Christchurch at the Isaac Theatre Royal.
That's right. So a whole lot of gigs there. And where's the best place for people to get tickets for those gigs?
Yeah, loop.co.nz.
There you go. Give it a Google as well. Fly My Pretties performing live, celebrating the release of their 7th album, Elemental, Lawton and Barnaby. Thanks for coming in, fellas.
Cheers,
Thanks,
fellas.
Cheers, fellas.
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Pearl Jam there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday night. Plenty coming up after 6 o'clock. A bit of league chat, fellas.
Yeah, we better debrief State of Origin Game 1, which happened last night there, Hoyte J. You keen, Mogi?
I love it, man. Up the wiiives.
No, it's quick. Okay. But we'll do that anyway.
Yeah, sounds good.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jase, Mike, and Keyzie. Tune in weekdays at 4 on Radio Hauraki.
Welcome back, you massive backbones. Hope you're surviving your Thursday. You're listening to The Big Show, brought to you by Reburger.
Craft-made, crave-worthy burgers.
Yums with cheese.
Come on, Keyzie.
Nah, man.
No, that's good. That's more human.
Nah, look, I got panicked and
It's got milky buns.
I mixed up the thing, and now Reburger's going to be really mad.
Reburger.
Can I redo it? Can you say it? Can you just start again,
I
Jason?
saw-
Brought to
feel
you
like-
by Reburger.
Oh, shit. Beef, chicken, vegan, vegetarian options available. Reburger, redefining the norm. Is that better, fellas? I feel like I saved it there at the end.
Yeah, that was really
Yeah,
good.
no, that was
right at the
excellent.
end. That was good.
I just get so nervous.
Hey, in the podcast outro today, what's the clip?
Today's clip, we're talking about Mogi going to the Music Awards tonight. And
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Whether or not he should get on the stage.
Oh yes. We talked about it last weekend. We got to get on the wagon, but and then I said I've got these things which I thought were tomorrow night. I only found out yesterday that it's actually tonight. So cook that.
Yeah.
And I said, what are the chances, because of the person that I'm going with, that I'm going to have a quiet one? She said 0.
Oh, you're going with your wife?
Yeah, my weapon wife. God,
Yes,
my voice
indeed.
is sounding good, isn't it?
It's sounding hot, man.
Yeah, really good.
Very husky.
I just looked out the window there and I see old Greg Prebles all dressed up as well. He must be off to the Music Awards as well.
He is. He's looking very smart.
Very sharp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes every year. He's a big player in the music scenes, old Prebs.
Is he?
You notice all the musos come in, like even Lawton and Barnaby from Fly My Pretties were in earlier. They were not just handshake high, it was like the cool handshake.
Yeah, high fives and that.
Yeah, and hugging and stuff.
Yeah, the handshake, bring it in for a little hug.
Yeah.
Love it.
He knows everyone.
I've
Love
worked
it.
here for like 50 years. Prebs has never hugged me.
Yeah.
Hasn't he?
Never.
Have you ever asked for one?
Many times.
You've said, Prebs, can I have a hug?
Yes.
That's so lame, really. He's hugged me a couple of times.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Metallica there on the radio. Hauraki Big Show this Thursday evening. Let's talk sports, shall we?
Yeah.
Sport! Sport!
We're going to talk about sport now because we're sporties.
We are sporties.
Totally, man.
And if you don't know, the sporties is the colloquial term for people who like sport.
Yeah, and play sport.
And that's me and Mogi.
Go for a run.
Hey, big night last night, fellas. State of O. Tell me about it.
State of, oh my God, how good is this?
That is brilliant.
Yeah, you like that? It's on really, really late. I think the kickoff
Yes.
was about 3 a.m. That's New Zealand time. In Australia at Brisbane there at Suncorp Stadium it was 7 p.m. And that's about as much as I watched of it. I watched the highlights of it this morning. I actually woke up in the middle of the night with my sore legs, hoity Janus.
Yes.
And I thought, oh, while I'm lying here for 2 hours with nothing to do, why don't I check the score? And I was quite shocked from the sounds of it, Keyzie, and you'll know because you watched it, brother. New South Wales were all over them and really should have won by more.
Definitely should have won by more. For those that do plan to stay up, you Google it. It says the game starts at 10. It's BS.
Yeah.
It starts at about 20 past 10.
Yeah.
So which means it doesn't finish until 20 past 12, which means you better work a drive show. Otherwise, you're not staying up for it.
Yeah.
New South Wales were incredibly dominant for 75 minutes. Like,
Right.
they just had the wood over Queensland in every single facet. Queensland's their discipline was really bad. They were giving away really silly penalties early on, and it basically meant New South Wales had such a roll on. Queensland couldn't get the ball to actually do anything, and then when they did get it, they sort of panicked and did really dumb stuff.
Yeah, right.
Payne Haas was huge, even though he was injured. He was easily the man of the match.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
Just quickly.
With a busted quad too.
Yes, with a busted quad, but it should have been. There should have been about 10 extra points. They could not slot a conversion at all.
Well, this is what I was going to say. The opening gambit there, Hoyte Janus, was a penalty.
Yes.
A penalty goal, followed by 4 unconverted tries.
Right,
so
okay.
you're losing 8 points there, so it could very well have blown out to 26.
And Nathan Cleary tried about a 30-metre out drop goal at the end of the first half just to
have a crack.
Just have a crack, and shanked it. There was Freddie Fittler, I think it was, or maybe even Matty Johns on the coverage was saying, can someone go look at the balls? They sound weird when they're kicking them, and they had a theory that the balls were weird.
Right.
Yeah, because everyone was just kicking so badly. But I think everyone was just having a shocker.
What was the actual score?
Oh, the finishing score, I think it was 18-6.
Right.
18-6. They got to try Queensland in the dying moments. Every bit a consolation try. Doesn't sound like it was a classic by any stretch of the imagination.
Certainly wasn't a classic. And to be honest, I think when you look at Queensland and their ageing halves, like Cherry Evans is the oldest guy to ever play State of Origin, and when you compare them on paper to New South Wales, I say this all the time, and then Queensland proves me wrong. I don't think they're going to win State of Origin for at least the next 3 or so years, because they need to completely refresh their entire team. Because right now, New South Wales defensively are in prime form. They've got everything covered. They've got so much talent. With the right coaching, they should go on a massive win streak.
Yeah.
They should, but Queensland is so resilient and good at stepping up.
Yes.
But I do predict a 3-0 whitewash here.
Yeah, beauty. Well.
So.
Or blue wash.
Jase, that is awesome.
Thanks, man.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Tom Petty there on the Radio Hauraki Big Show. Now, listen, we've got an amazing competition going at the moment. Smells like team spirit, fellas.
That's right. Thanks to our mates at Super Liquor. You know them, eh, Mogi?
Yeah, I'm well aware of Super Liquor, man.
You're mates with them, eh?
Look, they're sort of somebody that I'd put them more on a pedestal. I'd say they're a mentor.
Wow.
Yeah.
A liquor chain.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They're everywhere. That's the thing.
Yeah.
They are,
You know, they've got everything you want.
And that's what you aspire to be.
They've got alcoholic and non-alcoholic beverages.
Chippies.
Chippies.
Ice.
Durries?
Darts.
They do have durries.
Yes.
Yeah, good.
Which is all the good stuff. Well, they've come along and said, hey, we want you guys to give $1,000 away every single Friday,
Done.
which is
So
tomorrow. Tomorrow.
Yeah.
To great teams and clubs around New Zealand. Now,
Done.
The brilliant thing about this competition is the crazy array of clubs and teams there are, which has been really interesting, right? We started with a hockey team, then it was a dodgeball team, then it was a pottery club. Check this out, fellas. Get a load of this over here.
Hit me, Keyzie.
Kerry from Christchurch.
Kerry Woodham
That's
from Auckland.
That's not what we're doing here. Okay.
Kerry Packer.
No, it's not what's on the dinner in New Zealand. Okay, smells like team spirit.
Kitty.
No, Kerry is from the Canterbury Lawnmower Racing Club.
Now that's a scam if ever I
Yeah.
heard one.
No,
Come on,
it's real.
man.
They take ride-on lawnmowers and put like motorbike engines in them and shit.
And shit.
No, that's just me being chill. You know, I'm not saying they do poos after.
So they put a motorbike engine in a lawnmower.
That's right.
And then they do a steamer, and then they have to lawnmower it up.
You know what, Mogi? 100%. That is exactly
Wow.
what they do, and they race.
That club must be going off.
It
How
is-
many members has it got?
It's only 2 years old, 30 members approximately, 13 race mowers. They meet once a month, do 10 races.
30 members and 13 vehicles.
Well, you've got your pit crew, you've got your because the one
Someone's got to clean up the poos.
well, one drives the mower and one does the steamer. So that's how that works. Club members range from 13 years old to 86. You know, so that's good stuff. Give $1,000 to them, Hoodie J.
Got
What do you
scam
reckon?
written all over it.
Oh, I was just thinking of a Keyzie steamer. That'd be hard to run over.
Yeah, you need a massive tractor for that, eh, Hoodie J? Or like a combine harvester. But let's just keep it on the old the teams over here. What about
what
this?
else you got there, Keyzie?
Oh,
Yeah, anything else here, man?
what about Ron from Palmy? He's come through and said, "G'day, fellas. How about the MTDG? Do you want to guess what that stands for? First word, Manawatu.
Oh, Manawatu, I like that.
MTDG. What do you reckon that stands for, fellas?
Tag.
Diddles.
Group.
Yeah, Tag Diddles. It's Manawatu Tag Diddles Group. They go around tagging up the
can't do
neighbourhood
that.
and drawing diddles everywhere. Not to be confused with the Manawatu Tararua disc golf team.
Oh, nerd stuff.
That
Yeah.
really annoys me,
It's
that
a
disc
nerd.
golf.
Yeah,
What?
yeah,
It's not nerdy.
No, it is.
It is
Have you seen it when
really-
it comes up on your Instagram
Yeah.
feed? And they're like, ooh,
No,
ooh, did you see that? It bounced off a tree and went in the chain thing.
Boy, it's pretty
Cool.
sick, man. Well, how
I'll give them $1,000 to stop putting stuff on my Instagram. How about that?
How about this? You choose. Do you want to give the $1,000 to the disc golf guys or the Manawatu Tag Diddle Group?
I reckon we give
play-
it to the steamer tractor guys.
Yes.
And they can go and hand out some deduges to the Manawatu Tag Diddles.
That is just such a great idea, Mogi. It makes perfect sense. If you would like to win $1,000 for your team, and
How do I enter?
And probably get dissed on the radio for it. Hauraki.co.nz. We're giving another one away tomorrow. If you've entered already, keep your phone on. It's all thanks to Super Liquor.
Great stuff, mate.
The Hauraki Big Show with Jason Hoyte, Mike Minogue, and Keyzie.
Well, there you go, you mad bastards. Done and dusted for your Thursday. Mogi, what did you learn today?
I've learned I'm sick and I can still be convinced to probably get on it. But we're going to find out about it tomorrow.
We will, yes.
We will.
Well, it's the end of the show now,
It
right?
is,
So
yeah,
you're
yeah,
literally going to have got your suit half on already.
Yeah.
Head straight there.
Yeah.
Which way are you leaning?
I'm leaning not, to be honest with you.
Until you get there and you see your mate, and then he'll be like, yeah.
It's odd. Yeah, I'm totally buggered, to be honest with you. So I'll go down there, I'll get him sick, and then I'll come home.
Why don't you text him right now and be like, hey, man, I'm actually not feeling very well, I might flag.
Yeah, right at the last moment. That's the
Why
way
you
to
do
go
that?
for sure.
Well, you
yeah,
can
I'll
call
do
him.
that. Yeah.
We could call him on the air.
That's a good idea. Why don't we save it for tomorrow?
But then you would have, oh,
It's tricky, isn't it?
Yeah.
What about you? What did you learn, Keyzie?
damn it. What did I learn today, fellas? I learned that you can recover pretty quickly from a quad injury.
Oh,
And almost too quickly so that people think you're faking it.
yeah.
And that you threw the race.
yeah.
But that definitely
Not
was not
good.
the case. And I've learnt that even my own team members distrust me.
Yeah.
But besides that, it's been a really nice day. Jace,
Yes, Keyzie?
what did you learn, man?
Nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
Come on, man. You must learn something.
It was one of those days where I tried to learn stuff,
Yeah.
but just nothing was
Nothing
staying
in
in
there,
there.
right?
Didn't you had a nap?
Well, I learned what I already knew, which was that nana naps are no good for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And that if I have a nana nap, I wake up feeling worse than before the nana nap.
You're
Yeah.
right, okay.
And I've got a theory because I wake up every morning and I feel terrible. That what happens is all my toxins settle in one place, and then when I get up, they just sort of tip to the surface and start
I
swirling
think that's
around
how
my
it works,
body.
yeah.
That
It
sounds
tips
right.
to the surface
And they just start
swirling around
swirling
your body.
again.
yeah, so you're
Yeah.
like a snow globe.
Yes.
And you getting up is like,
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That sounds right.
Hey, now listen, make sure you check out the Instagram, make sure you check out the podcast. We'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. Till then, see you later.
Bye.